Hello everybody, welcome to Wiseman's Weekend Wellness Tip, and this weekend we're going to talk about liver detox and liver cleanse. I figured this was a good day to do this because today is the vernal equinox, today is spring, and in Chinese medicine, spring corresponds to the liver. Now, when we say this and talk about these correspondences, we're really talking about the fact that in most holistic medicine systems, these are ecological medical systems. What does that mean? Well, really what that means is when you look at the world around you, when you look at nature and just how everything operates in nature outside of us, the same general things can be seen happening in our body as well. So, even here in Colorado, as we look around, what's happening right now, yeah, there's some snow on the ground, but, plants are starting to grow. There's greenery that's popping up through the soil. And we start to see these changes happening where things are growing, everything's getting warmer. This is actually happening in our body as well. I talked about in the wintertime, certain changes that happen. So if you want to, go back and look at those changes, you can go back over some weekend wellness tips I did before. But in the springtime, we see the same things happening in our body that are happening in the world out there. The blood flow that was trapped more internally to keep our internal organs warmer is now going back to the outside as things get warmer. Our metabolism starts to increase again as we come out of this more hibernation phase that we were in during the wintertime. So, a lot of times when we have junk and toxins and things that are in our body, these can get stored along with our fat cells and in these areas of our body that store. And so as the blood flow changes, our metabolism changes, some of these are coming out into our circulation, are coming out into our body. We start getting more skin conditions, allergies, digestive problems. Some of these you might be seeing more. So, in these ecological holistic systems like Chinese medicine, we use these correspondences where, each organ system corresponds to a season in order to help us, heal better, in order to help us feel better. So, for example, winter is associated with the kidneys, the liver is associated with the springtime. It's also associated with the color green, and we see that all around us. So as our bodies are undergoing these changes in the springtime, it's really helpful if we can assist that process and assist our liver and our detox processes within our body. Now, the truth is you're going to see a lot of products out there on the market that are, purporting all these miracle things with liver detox and, lose 100 pounds and this and that, and honestly some of that's just not true. And unfortunately a lot of these products, all that they're doing is giving you strong laxatives and purgatives and making you go into the bathroom a lot. And yeah, while temporarily that might help you in some ways, especially if you're not having very good digestion, in the long run that's not very helpful. This in fact can cause some irritation within your digestive system, cause some cramping, pain, and some of these herbs even cause dependency where after you stop taking them, then it's a lot harder to have a proper bowel movement, have proper elimination. So, I prefer to use much more natural, gentle means in order to help our body, through this transition of seasons into spring, really, with that. And there's a lot of things we can do from this. The most basic, simple things we can do is just simplify the diet. Traditionally, during the winter time, most of us would be eating a lot more meats, a lot more dried, preserved kind of foods. And this tends to have a little bit more fat, this tends to have a little bit more salt, some other things that now our body's trying to metabolize through and get rid of. So we're using herbs, we're using food, we're using things to help us through that process. And simplifying our diet is one of the simplest ways to start. That means eating a little less fatty kind of things as we get fresh produce and things coming out in the grocery stores, the markets. Eating some of that kind of stuff is really helpful with that. And just not going overboard with sweets, not combining too many strong flavors, too many different types of things, and just keeping it really simple. And then from there, using some herbs as well. At Wiseman Natural Health, I make a liver detox tincture formula that's using herbs that mainly I try to collect around this local area that help the whole digestive process and the whole elimination process, and also, yes, help your liver as well. These are herbs like Oregon grapefruit, dandelion, burdock is another one that I put in there. And, when you actually look at what these herbs are doing, they're really helping your, the bile flow through your liver and your gallbladder. Bile is really helpful for digesting fats. It's also, a good way to help get rid of cholesterol if that's flowing properly through the body as well. A lot of these herbs in that formula are also just helping, all the different digestive enzymes be produced and used more efficiently as well. They're helping, not only the liver, but also the kidneys, because your kidneys are a detox organ too. So working both with the liver and kidneys to really just kind of process through any of the stuff that's accumulated and help get that out of your body. Some of these herbs are also helping with your blood flow too. So as that blood flow changes from internal to a little bit more external again, helping that whole process. Because when we talk about the liver, literally all of the blood flow within your body has to pass through the liver. And then the liver has to clean that. So making that more efficient and helping that flow through there really helps a whole lot. Some of these other herbs like milk thistle is in there as well. These actually will help with something like fatty liver and actual liver disease. And in fact, they use that in regular medical, kind of conventional medical practices too. But again, combining with all these herbs just really helps the whole digestive process overall, helps the whole metabolic process overall, and just really, smooths this transition into the next season. So if you do have, a very specific, digestive problem, liver problem, immune problem that, starts to flare up during this time of year, yeah, definitely go seek some help, because there can be some very specific things we can do. But for most of us, just doing this kind of a general detox, using some of these herbs, simplifying the diet, drinking plenty of water, can go a long way to helping us, on this transition of seasons. So if you wanted to come by here or order from here, any of that liver detox that we make here, all of the herbs we use, like I said, I'm collecting these, from around these areas that I know are safe, and clean. Because again, if we're trying to help our liver and we're using herbs that have chemicals and toxins in it, that doesn't help the liver. In fact, it's just going to have to work harder. So you want to make sure anything you're taking is free of all that stuff in order to help your liver. And we definitely have some of that here. But the formula I combined is a really balanced, good one. So if you wanted to get any of that from here, definitely come on by, schedule an appointment, or just give us a call and we can help you order that. Or if you have any other questions, or someone that has some of these issues, then share this video, and I hope that it helps them. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your spring.